Hi, my name is Kylie Blacksell and I'm from Human Happiness, and welcome to your full moon in Sagittarius on the 13th of May yoga class. If this is your very first class with us, then a very big welcome to you. We're just going to start out with a bit of an activation just to warm the body up and activate the spine to prepare for the yoga. So at the moment we're just doing a nice gentle shake down to the floor. If you have any concerns about your health with respect to physical, mental or emotional health in participating in a class like this, then please do see your health professional before continuing the class. So just shaking down and then shaking up. If you do have blood pressure, heart condition, shoulder issues, just keep the hands low here, or you can come up higher when we move our hands above our head. This class happens around about every fortnight, so just moving across to the right. And it lines up with the new moon and the full moon for each moon cycle. Just flicking it out, really shaking it out. We've got a very exciting full moon coming up on the 30th of May. And of course it will have an effect at least 4 days on either side of that full moon. So really a good week on either side is totally okay to continue to do this class to help you out with what's happening around that time. So feet a little bit further apart and just bringing the hands down. You can keep your head above your waist if you have any concerns about blood pressure, heart condition, vertigo, or any other concerns about having your head below your waist. Otherwise, you're welcome to come down a little bit lower there. So yeah, I'll take you through what Pam Gregory, Astrologer, on the YouTube channel, her own YouTube channel, talks about with respect to this full moon. And I also go through the numerology that I've calculated for the event of the full moon as well, so we can have a really good look. Let's go the other way. We can have a really good look at what's happening energetically for all of us, and of course your own chart, your own astrological chart, and your own numerological chart will actually give you more information. But it's just a general feeling of what's going on at the moment. And just coming back into the middle, just a nice gentle swing around. So there is actually quite a lot going on around the time of this full moon. We are having a two universal year, as I've said several times before, which is all about cooperating and working in harmony with other people, collaborating. And that can really be harnessed over the next month as well. I'll be talking more about that as we go through the next few videos as well. So just reaching up. And it's a 7 universal month, which obviously will be finishing on the day of the full moon, which has been a time of reflection, a time of being with yourself, and also a bit of decluttering as well, and tuning into your spirituality. So this is actually quite a good time to actually do that as well. And it's a 1 universal day, so it's a great time to stand in your own independence, to really push forward and look after number one. You really do need to put yourself first, even though that sounds selfish. It's actually what you need to do, because you're not really any use to anybody else if you're not looking after yourself first. And that's what the 2 universal year is all about as well. The Taurus influence that we have going on at the moment that I also spoke about. Let's just touch opposite knees here with opposite hands. It's been going on for a little while now. And the question that Pam Gregory asks is, what makes you happy? Okay, what brings you joy? It is time to start focusing on that, finding out what your life purpose is, what it is that you are actually supposed to be doing, and starting to really let go of anything that's not serving your life purpose. You can go for heels if you can reach them back there. Otherwise, you can just stick with going for the knees there. So really having a good look at that and letting go of any toxic relationships or anything that you're doing that you know is not actually serving your purpose would be a good idea. And another energy at the moment is to come back to your knees, is to let go of permanence and work towards flexibility. There's really a big rattling and shaking up of the old ways of the status quo, and a real need to just let go of all of that. And the more you resist, the harder it's going to be for you, because there's going to be a really big shake-up going on. So just doing some lovely hip circles here. around in one direction, just whatever's within your limits. I will talk about modifications as we go through, of course, if you have any health considerations that you need to look at. And of course the full moon is Sagittarius on the 30th of May. Big surging forward with lots of courage and wisdom, higher consciousness, adventure, a sense of adventure. Let's go around the other way. The explorer of travel and of the mind. That's really the Sagittarian energy as Pam Gregory explained it. So just gently moving around here. But there's a real need to stay flexible and to stay open, because let's just do some little figure eights here, or some infinity symbols with the hips, because there is also, with this energy, there's also a tendency to be opinionated, dogmatic and judgmental. So, and there's more sort of shadows of this energy coming through as well as I continue to go through the influences. Let's go the other way. Let's really enjoy that. Really nice, opening up and warming up the body, and just bringing the hands into it as well. This is generally a very similar warm-up each time. So you can focus on, once you get used to doing my warm-up, you can focus on what I'm talking about rather than too much on how the body's moving. But of course, always be conscious of what your body's doing, particularly if you do have any health considerations to look at. So we've also got a Neptune and Venus grand trine, 2 grand trines going on. This is the first one, which does bring inspiration, highly creative, inspired by beauty and colour. So really amazing stuff. So that you can really move on that energy. That's just my dog barking at passers-by. Hope it's not too distracting for you. And just a nice little squeeze of the kidneys there. I'll let him go while we're doing the warm-up. It's not quite so critical. He's been, yes, there's been a few people going past this morning. And just reaching up. So yeah, inspiration, highly creative and inspired by the beauty and colour. So you can really jump on this energy and move forward, particularly in our 8 universal month, which is coming up in June. And of course, you have to look at your own personal month, which may quite possibly be different to that. But generally, universally, we're going through an 8 universal month, and you can really move on that creativity bandwagon. There's a Chiron, North and Odin full moon grand trine as well, and that's all in fire. Courage, fearlessness, and radical action. But again, be very, very careful and make sure that you think through things before you act. So there's a real emphasis in this yoga class to make sure, and when we do the meditation, to make sure that we are thinking through, that we are balanced, our mind is balanced, we are present. So in the pranayama and the meditation today, we're going to make sure that you are in the moment and you're present. So just palms facing away from each other, open up the shoulders, nice stretch forwards, and then breathing in, stretch back. And just watch if you do have any hernia issues, thyroid issues, just do that nice and gently. Breathing in. We've also got the full moon conjunct with the fixed star and Terrace, which again, that one was the courage, fearlessness and radical action, and needing to think things through and not be impulsive. And the Mars-Uranus square that's going on at the moment, again, impulsive, impatient, reckless, and acting before you think. So I think my dog might be picking up a bit of that. Barking before he thinks about what might happen. So there's a real energy here that you can move forwards. You can really surge forwards through this full moon. A real potential to bring things to culmination, of course, to completion with whatever it is that you've been working on at the moment. Just one more. Just really enjoy that. That beautiful stretch there. Lovely. Okay, and step the right foot forward, and then hands up, and then coming back into the middle, and then to the back, hands up, and back to the middle. So you'll get used to it if you haven't done this before. Just a lovely stretch here. It's like doing an upright cobra. We'll be doing a few cobras today, because that's all about moving forward. It's all about having self-confidence, having courage. So it's a biggie, and I do tend to default to it a few times because it's just such a good posture, a quick one, an easy one to do. But if there's ever any energy going on where we need to surge forwards with courage and wisdom and self-confidence, let's switch to the other leg. Cobra's a good one. So this is almost like doing an upright cobra, because you do a little lower back stretch there, a little bit of a squeeze as you reach up there. Lovely. All right. So in summary, there's a surging forwards on your adventure with courage and wisdom, but making sure that you're present with a clear mind and clear intentions. Okay, so some big stuff going on, and the sequence that won the vote was the sun sequence. So I hope you do enjoy doing the sun sequence with us today. All right, so coming back into the middle. Now, if you do have any ankle issues, knee issues, hip surgery recently, osteoporosis, please keep your feet on the floor and just shake your leg. Otherwise, you can grab a chair or a wall if you need to and just come up, give your leg a bit of a shake there. Okay. And then circles with your ankle. And then the other way. So the sun sequence is a fairly vigorous, it can be a very, very vigorous, fast-moving sort of a sequence. Shake out the side. Some people do it to keep fit. You know, you could do 20 sun sequences every morning and be quite fit if you did the full version. But of course, I will show all of the modifications for anyone who has any health considerations they need to be looking at there. Okay, a little bit of a shake, swing there, sorry, up and around and back. And just one more. And again, of course, keep the feet on the floor if you have any of those concerns I spoke about before. Okay, and let's go to the other side. So again, grab onto a wall if you need to. Just really enjoying this little bit of a warm-up here. Little circles around and the other way. Shake out the side, the back. A little bit of a swing. All right, and the same leg up and around and back. And again, just watching if you have any concerns there about lifting your foot, or if you have any hip issues there. Okay, we'll just do a couple of quick little stretches. So just have your feet fairly close together in the same line, and then just to 1 foot, a foot lengths ahead, and then just bend the knees. So I'll show you from the side. So you just step the foot forwards and then just bend the knees, but keeping the knee behind the toes, and you should be feeling a bit of a stretch right down sort of near the Achilles heel sort of area, right down at the bottom of your calf muscle there. That's the word I was looking for, the calf muscle. It's called the soleus. Okay, and then switching to the other side. And do a little step, and then down you go. All right, lovely little stretch there. Okay, now we're going to stretch our hamstrings. So just stepping 1 foot ahead, whatever feels comfortable for you. The other foot's about 45 degrees out to the side. Okay, and then keeping that front leg fairly straight. Just move down. Just allow yourself to move forward until you feel a decent stretch in the back of the top of the front leg. Okay, so this is your hamstring here. So just moving down until you feel a lovely stretch. And that could be up here. Okay, that's perfectly fine. Of course, again, if you have blood pressure, heart condition, vertigo issues, anything like that, keep the head above the waist there. Otherwise, you're quite welcome to come to until you feel that lovely stretch, wherever that stretch is for you. And the idea is to keep that front leg fairly straight so you actually do get the stretch in the hamstring. Okay. So the sun sequence will bring up that creativity and that resourcefulness. It will actually make us a little bit spontaneous, but we'll balance that out with our meditation later. So gently walking the hands back up. Emotional and mental balance, which is great if you are being a little bit too spontaneous. clarity and focus, and also, of course, bringing you into the present moment, which is fantastic for what we're dealing with at the moment. So I did possibly consider the moon sequence and the power sequence. So if you are someone who is actually a Drew Yoga teacher, you're quite welcome to have a go at those as well at this time, because they're actually quite good for this energy. The power sequence I did a few videos ago, so you can also go back to that as well if you've been watching these videos. So just gently leaning in, feeling that lovely stretch up the top there in the hamstring, and then just gently walking the hands back up. Okay, all right, so we'll get ready for our wonderful sun sequence. And what I'll do is there's a lot of modifications, so it is a matter of just walking your way through it, really. At the beginning, we're going to be moving our hands up above our head, and of course, again, blood pressure, heart conditions, shoulder issues, keep your hands lower. So instead of going all the way up, come to low. I'll probably modify that first. We come to the floor, but again, if you know you can't put your head below your waist, just come to your knees there and then come back up. Okay, we'll be going into a runner. If you have heart condition, breathing issues, blood pressure issues, knee, hip, spinal issues, your first 3 days of your menstrual cycle, abdominal surgery, shoulder, probably not shoulder issues, detached retinal glaucoma, eye, ear infections or pregnancy, you're going to want to do a few of these modifications here. So when we go into the runner, grab yourself a chair, put your bottom half on the chair and half off, and then just put the leg out the back. Okay, and you won't be going quite so deep. So particularly with the breathing issues, the blood pressure issues, you're not going to come so far down. So in the movement, we can come all the way to here, but I would suggest you just go to this position. Okay. We then go into a plank. And of course that looks something like this. Okay, that's the full version, keeping a straight line there. And of course, if you have any concerns about going into a plank, wrists, shoulders, elbows, abdominal, back, anything like that, any hernias, etc., you're not going to go into the plank, and just stick with the cat. Okay, so we will go through the cat properly here, because we're also going to be doing the tiger, which also has a modification to the cat. So it's breathing in and breathing out and pushing your tummy muscles up towards your spine, so up towards the ceiling. Checking that your hands are directly below your shoulders and your knees are directly below your hips. And then breathing out, just push the tailbone down towards the floor. And then just very slowly arching the back, and then very gently allowing the head to rest. And then breathing in, start with the tailbone, gently pushing it up. And it's like you're stretching your spine out in that direction, away from your head. So it's not an overarching like this, it's just a very soft arch. And then you look about 2 meters ahead on the floor. Okay, and then move back again. So that is the modification here for the plank. And then we go into the cobra. Okay. Now, of course, if you're pregnant, or if it's even if it's the first 3 days of your menstrual cycle, and spinal issues, blood pressure issues, etc., you will probably just stick with the cat there. If you're okay to come down onto your tummy, you're quite welcome to come down. I will do the modified version first, which will be the Sphinx. Now, I've done this several times in the last few videos, so I'll probably go through that fairly quickly into the Sphinx, and then after that we'll be doing, actually I might even show you the Sphinx now. Okay, so we go through all the same talking, except your hands are going to be at your eyes, and then when you come up, you push yourself up with your hands, and your elbows come directly below your shoulders. Okay, you look straight ahead, and that's your Sphinx. Okay, I'll be showing the cobra, which is having your hands directly below your shoulders. Okay, and then we go into the dog. Now, pretty much all those things I said before. So, heart issues, breathing issues, not quite so much, but blood pressure, high blood pressure, knee, hip, spinal, menstrual, first 3 days, abdominal surgery, shoulder issues, detached retina, glaucoma, eye, ear, infections and pregnancy. You're not going to do the dog. Okay, you're going to stick with the cat. All right, so we'll start in the cat. Excuse me. We'll start in the cat, and if you can do the dog, you curl up your toes, making sure that your knees are directly below your hips, otherwise the alignment is out. And then push the bottom up to the sky. And the idea is to get the heels to rest back on the floor. And you're pushing your bottom back up to the sky. Okay, now if you can't get your heels to the floor, bring your feet a little bit further apart and your feet a little bit closer to your hands, and you'll find that you'll be able to get your feet flat on the floor and really sticking the base of your bottom up to the sky. Then we come back in, okay, and then we go into the other side. Okay, so that's showing you the modifications that you'll be doing. Let's get into it. So it is a really beautiful sequence. I tend to avoid it because I'm very pitta. Ayurvedically speaking, my body's very hot all the time. So it does tend to warm you up. It's great on a winter's day. But as I said, you can modify these things. You can avoid the dog, or you can avoid doing it quite so many times, and you won't heat up. But it is, I think I avoid it because it's so good for me. So it is the ego stops you from doing something that's actually going to help you. Because as I said, creativity, resourcefulness, spontaneity, enthusiasm, balance, and mental and emotional balance, clarity, focus, bringing you into the present moment. Really cool stuff. So it's probably why I avoid it. My ego doesn't want me to be doing that. So yeah, let's enjoy the sun sequence. So I would actually suggest that you turn your mat around the other way. So your mat is long ways with your recording device, your watching device. So I'll just leave mine where it is because of space issues. But you'll be standing right at the very top of your mat, so the very top end of your mat, almost as if you're standing on the edge of a cliff. Okay. All right, we'll get ourselves into Tadasana. So I'll just come back a bit so you can see me. So lifting up one of your heels and just pivot in and place the heel on the big toe of the other foot, and then lift up again and pivot back. And that's about hip width apart. So just relaxing into that. And then knees nice and soft. And then move your awareness up to your pelvic area and pushing forwards and back, and then find that middle ground. Find a lovely ground in the middle there. Ah, lovely. And then breathing in, roll the shoulders forwards and then to the back and just relax. Breathing in again and out. In again and out. And one more time. In and out. Lovely. And then squeeze the shoulder blades together, lifting up. Just lift up the chin just a little bit and just release. Lovely. And breathe in again. Lift and out. Flick out anything that's still sitting there in those shoulders. Any anxiety, any stress. Just checking that everything's still in the right spots back there. All right. And definitely having a little drink of water if you've not yet done so. Okay. All right. So we'll close our eyes for a moment if that's comfortable for you, or just gaze very softly at the floor if you prefer. And we'll just take ourselves to a lovely space so we can be very present and not do anything impulsive over the next few days as we move into this full moon. So imagine that you've gotten up quite early in the morning. You're at the coast, on the east coast of wherever you are, and it's quite a crisp morning. It's a nice, fresh, crisp morning, and you're walking along the beach, and there's nobody else there yet. It's very, very early, and the sun is just about to rise over the horizon. You can see the beginning of the sun about to rise over the horizon. And you decide to stop and plant your feet in the sand like you have now in the Tadasana, in this beautiful mountain pose. And you decide you're going to salutate the sun. You're going to harness the energy of the sun, that creativity, that enthusiasm, that spontaneity, that clearness of mind, that clarity. So you can move through this very dynamic 8 months that we've got coming up in June, and very good opportunity to make money and to move forward with new projects and stand in your own power, and also to really harness this strong forward-moving Sagittarius full moon. You're like, yes, I'm going to jump on this wave and work with it. So you open your eyes and we go straight into the sun sequence. So breathing in, lifting the hands up. I'll just modify first, just up to this height. Very tiny back bend. And breathing out, just pushing the bottom out to the back a little bit. Again, I'll modify. I'll just come to the knees. And then curling up, breathing in, curl up from the base of the spine, nice and gentle. I'll do the full version now. A little bit more of a back bend if that's okay for you. And then breathing out, scanning down the body, all the way down to the floor if that's comfortable for you, wherever you come to. Curling up, breathing in, opening up, basking your body in the sun as the sun starts to rise over the horizon, and down you go. Imagine your feet standing in that nice, cool, beautiful, fresh sand. You're warm. You're not feeling uncomfortable at all. And down. We'll do it one more time just to really feel that breath. So breathing in through your nose, curling up, lifting up, and down. This time we're going to stay down, and we're going to place our right foot to the back, okay? And grab your chair if you need to go into that runner on the chair, okay? Just come into a gentle runner here, okay? So your right foot is back. I'm mirroring you, so this is your right foot. And then breathing out, leaning forward, palms are faced up to the sky. Then breathing in, come to about the chest height. Breathing out. Breathing in, coming up to around the eyes. And breathing out. And breathing in up to about the top of the head or around the third eye. This time bring the hands down onto the floor. Allow the left foot to go back as well. Starting in the cat. Now we are going to go into the, I'll just go to the side so you can see what I'm doing. We are going to go into the plank. So you can stay in the cat, okay, just do a few cat movements, or come into the plank. Okay. So if you are in the plank, see if you can get yourself a straight line from your head down to your ankles. We do 2 planks in the sun sequence. And then just gently coming down to the floor. Again, go back into the cat if you need to, if you know that you can't come onto the floor. For Sphinx, hands are near your eyes. Your thumbs are lined up with your eyes. For Cobra, bring your hands in underneath your shoulders. Just resting your head on the mat there. Breathing in. When you breathe out, engage your core and push your pelvis into the floor. Imagine a mini full moon in Sagittarius at the base of your spine, about to work its way up your spine. Breathe in, create a hollow at the base of the spine, gently pushing that moon up the spine. And when it gets about halfway, pushing your nose forward. Imagine you're pushing a marble away with your nose. And gently coming up, keeping your belly button on the floor, your navel on the floor, elbows in, looking straight ahead. Then looking up with just your eyes. And then look straight ahead. And then gently curl down. And then push yourself back up into the cat. And of course you can stay in the cat if you know that you're unable to do the dog today because of what I mentioned before. Curling up the back toes if you'd like to go into the dog. And then pushing up. And then resting your heels back. If that isn't quite a good enough position to get your heels back, you can bring your legs just a little bit further away from each other. And you can bring your feet a little bit closer to your hands. And then you should be able to get the feet on the floor. And pushing your tailbone up to the sky. So imagine that there's a string attached to your tailbone stretching you up to the sky. And breathe it out, let it go. There's a real need around this energy to let go of the past. That grand trying in fire. You must let go of the past. As you breathe out, just blow it out. Release. Of course, if you need to come down earlier, please do. And then gently coming back into your cat, and then allowing your left foot to stay at the back. I'll just come back to the front so you can see. Allowing your left foot to stay at the back and your right foot to come at the front. I'm just going to do the same thing on the other side. So breathing out, back in, and out. Out through the mouth. Breathing in up to around the throat. Breathing out. And up to the third eye. Then bring the hands back down to the floor. Bring both feet back to the same spot at the front of your mat. And then gently coming back up. And down. Sun sequence is just an absolutely divine sequence. Lots of flow, lots of movement, lots of inspiration, spontaneity. Out. And then one more time. And then coming back down into Namaste. So we're halfway. Now we're going to do the other side. So we're going to do the whole sequence again using the other side. So take yourself back to that beach. The sun is definitely starting to, half of it's risen over the horizon now. It's definitely peeking out and greeting the new day. So breathing in, reaching up. Modifying if you need to here. And then breathing out. Down you go. Breathing in, scanning the body, opening up. Feel that stretch in the back, and breathing out. Breathing in, feeling yourself coming up with new ideas, grand ideas, resourcefulness, spontaneity. Feel your mind clearing. And one more. Feel a sense of joy coming over you, sensing that new day, and coming back down. This time allow the hands to stay on the floor, and your left foot is going to go to the back first. Okay, so it's exactly the same movements that we did before. So breathing out and back in. Come to about the chest, and breathing out. And back in to the throat, and out. Back in, up to the eyes. And then bring the hands back down to the floor. You can stay in the cat here. I'll just go to the side so you can see what I'm doing. You can stay in the cat, or of course you can go into our last plank for the day. And not straining your neck here, so not looking forwards. You're looking sort of down at the floor. And then coming down into preparing for either your Sphinx or your Cobra. Hands under your shoulders if you're going into the Cobra. Breathing in, breathe out, engage the core, push the pelvis into the floor. Imagine that mini full moon in Sagittarius at the base of your spine. Breathing in, create a hollow at the base of the spine. Allow the mini moon to walk up the hollow. When it gets about halfway, push that marble away with the nose. Coming up, allow the navel to remain on the floor, looking straight ahead. Look up with just your eyes. And then breathing out, back down. Preparing yourself for the dog. Again, staying in the cat if you have any concerns about what I mentioned before. Curling up the toes if you'd like to go into dog. Checking that your knees are underneath your hips and your hands are underneath your shoulders. And then pushing up. And then breathing out. Move your feet further away and closer to your hands if you need to get that contact with the floor. And just pushing the base of your spine up towards the sky. And really enjoy that letting go. Release anything that's in your way. This really is a surging forwards with courage and wisdom, clarity of mind, but being grounded at the same time. And then gently coming back down. And we're going to just put the right foot to the back now. So we're going to move the left foot back towards the front and then breathing out almost through the sun sequence. Come to the chest and out. And up. And to the throat and out. And then up one more time, up to the eyes and out. And bring the hands back down to the front foot and then allow the left foot to come back to the very top of your mat. And then gently curling up and down. Breathing in and down. One more time. Breathing in, really enjoying that. Flushing out the spine, coming into Namaste. Now we're going to seal the energy in. This is the only sequence we have in Drew Yoga that we actually, well, in the teaching section, that we actually do a mantra in Sanskrit. So it's a short mantra that seals the energy in. Essentially, it's praising the wonders of the sun, all that it gives us. And I'll demonstrate it first. So we turn the right hand underneath and the left hand on top. Okay, so your right hand's facing upwards and your left hand's facing downwards. And then you breathe in, you open up the hands. Breathe out, just relax. We're going to go around to the right, and I'll just demo what it looks like and how it sounds. So you breathe in deeply. Imagine you're filling up your tummy with air. And you turn around to the right. Om Shri Suryara Namaha. And we're going to do that 3 times. Okay, so you can join in if you like. Big breath in. Om Shri Suryara Namaha. Back to the middle. Big breath in, fill up your tummy. Om Shri Suryara Namaha. And then one more time. Om Shri Suryara Namaha. Bring the hands in, breathe in, come to the praying hands, breathe out. Just relax there. Close the eyes, take yourself back to that beach. The sun is now fully in the sky, lighting up the ocean in front of you. You can feel the power, the surgence of the ocean. You can feel the warmth of the sun. You can feel a real sense of creativity and vitality, a sense of resourcefulness and spontaneity, emotional and mental balance, bringing yourself very much into the present moment. Just taking a nice deep breath in. And then breathing out, just releasing that mudra. Okay, lovely. All right, that's the sun sequence. Now you're quite welcome to go back and do it as many times as you like today, or as you move through this next few weeks around the full moon on the 30th of May. Okay, so I would like to have a quick go at the Cobra 7. So we're not going to do up to the Cobra spot, so the Sphinx and the Cobra. We did that in the sequence. So I'm just going to do those last couple of movements in the Cobra 7 because it's fantastic for, as I said, forward-moving, self-confidence, sense of well-being and courage. And really that's exactly what the energy of astrology that Pam Gregory mentioned for this full moon, that really needs to happen. So I would like to do the Cobra 7 quickly and the Tiger. So we have just enough time to do those. So let's have a go at the Tiger first because it's sort of halfway down to the floor. So you go back into your cat. Now if you have a hernia, wrist issues, knee issues, or I can't read my own writing. I really can't read that. I think it's supposed to say sciatica, but it doesn't say that. Yeah, it's supposed to say sciatica. Then just stick with the cat, okay? And if your wrists are really hurting, you can, with the cat, by the way, you can roll up your mat, and then just place your the base of your wrists on the mat, on the rolled up part, and your fingers on the mat like that, which will take a lot of the pressure off your hands. So coming into the cat, and of course you can just do the cat, so breathing out, so breathing in. When you breathe out, lift your tummy muscles up to the sky, okay, up towards your spine, and then as you breathe out, just pushing the base of the spine down towards the floor, stretching it out, and then slowly arching upwards, and allow the head just to relax down. Breathing in, start with the tailbone, push it up towards the sky, gentle downwards arch, stretching the spine out towards past your head, and just looking 1.5 meters, 2 meters in front of you. So that's the cat. Okay, we're going to start with that. So breathing out, down we go, and then breathing in, gently stretching out. Now, if you would like to go for the tiger, and you know you have you don't have any back issues or abdominal issues either, you're quite welcome. As you breathe out and start with the tailbone, gently push in, bring your leg up into your chest. And then breathing in, start with the tailbone, push the tailbone up, and then gently reaching out and stretching forwards. Not putting any strain on your neck here, so you're looking just 1.5 meters ahead. Start with the tailbone, pushing it down as you breathe out, and the knee comes in at the same time. Breathing in, tailbone first, out comes the leg. And breathing out, start with the tailbone. And one more time. And out. Back to the middle. And we'll go to the other side. Okay, breathing out, tailbone down. We'll just do one of the cat, and of course please do stick with the cat if you have any concerns about lifting that leg off the floor. Breathing in, reaching forwards. And then breathing out, this time you're going to bring the other leg in towards your tummy. Breathing in, start with the tailbone, allow it to push up, and then up you go. Breathing out, start with the tailbone, bringing it down, and breathe out. Breathing in. And out. Breathing in. The tiger is fantastic for willpower, determination and flexibility. Really good for fours. Breathing in, if you are a 4, if you have a 4 in your life path number system numbers. And out. There's a great need for flexibility in this week's. So that's why I said that, because 4s can be quite notorious for being inflexible. Or you can have other 4 energy, by the way. It doesn't have to be your life path number system numbers. So that's your tiger. Again, you're quite welcome to do that as many times as you like. Let's do the cobra 7. So of course you can go back and just do the cobra, but what I'm suggesting is the cobra 7. So we'll do one cobra, breathing in, breathe out, engage your core, push the pelvis into the floor, engage the full moon at the base of your spine, breathe in, create the hollow, push the marble away, come up into the cobra, looking straight ahead with the face, and then look up with just the eyes. And then breathing out, down you go. Now, of course, if you have hiatus hernia, peptic ulcers, hypothyroidism, abdominal surgery recently, pregnancy, back muscle spasms, or weak back muscles, you're not going to go into these more advanced cobras. Okay, if you don't have those concerns, you're quite welcome to give it a go. Clasp your hands behind your back. Same thing, breathe in, breathe out, engage your core, push the pelvis into the floor, and this time you can engage your bottom muscles. Use your bottom muscles to help you up. Breathe in, move the hollow, push the marble away with your nose, and come up into Cobra 6. Looking straight ahead and breathing out. This allows you to move forward with that self-confidence and that courage and sense of well-being. And then Cobra 7, breathe in, breathe out, engage the core, push the pelvis in, engage the bottom muscles quite tightly here. Clasp the hands behind your back. Breathe in, push Push the marble away with your nose, coming up again, looking like you're engaging into Cobra 6, then breathing in. When you breathe out, hands fly out to the front and then down. And that's your Cobra 7. It's quite a powerful one, that one, but has really, really good results. And that I would highly recommend for threes to do on a regular basis. There's a lot of threes out there, so a good one to do. Okay. How are we doing for time here? We're actually doing quite nicely. A tiny little bit ahead of time, but that's okay. So just having a nice little shoulder roll there, a little bit of a shake out. And in fact, I think we'll go into Makarasana for a couple of moments because it was quite a lot of strong energy there. So coming down into your tummy. If you can't go onto your tummy, please do just you can sit in a chair, or you can do the child posture, or you can lay on your back. And just placing your head on your forehead on the floor, if that's comfortable for you. So you're placing your hand. I'll get this right in a second. Placing your hands on top of each other, resting your forehead on the back of your hands, and then just allow the feet to go just a couple of shoulder widths apart, toes facing away from each other, and just flopping down onto the floor. I'll just sit up a little bit so that you don't hear my very, very loud voice in the microphone. So just really relaxing in the crocodile pose, in Makarasana. Breathing in, feel your tummy expanding on the floor. Breathing out, release. Really relax and let go. Breathing in again, feel the tummy expanding on the floor. As you breathe out, releasing, relaxing, surrendering. Allow the energy of that sun sequence, the tiger and the cobra, very, very strong sequences and postures, to really become a part of your body here. Breathing in again. Feel the tummy expand on the floor. And as you breathe out, just release, relax. Just do a few more deep breaths there. One more big breath. And then very gently bring your feet back in towards each other and gently push yourself up into the child posture. You may need to put a few fists in front of you so your forehead can relax on your hands. And you want to get some kind of contact between your bottom and your heels. You can put a pillow in there if you're unable to make that contact. And just relaxing there for a few moments in the child posture. Just reminding yourself to be in the present moment, to really allow this energy to sit, to be creative and resourceful and have that willpower and determination and spontaneity, but also to sit with what's going on, to stop and think before you speak, to really be in the moment, to be in the present moment, be aware of what's going on around you. To stay flexible as well. And this yoga will help you with that, with all of that. And just gently pushing yourself up into a kneeling position. I hope you enjoyed those asanas and the sequence. And we're going to go into our deep relaxation. So you'll be laying on the floor, if that's comfortable for you. If you know you can't lay on the floor, please do sit on a chair, but make sure you've got contact with the floor with your feet, or put a pillow under your feet if you need to. You'll be laying on your back for around about 20 minutes. This is a really magical part of the class, to do the deep relaxation. It really does allow that energy to settle. So if you're going to be laying on the floor, have a blankie over you, or a sheet, or a thin blanket is always lovely. Some people don't like to have any blanket. That's perfectly fine as well. Whatever works for you. And just laying on the floor, just allow your feet just to flop out wherever they feel comfortable. Have your arms out by your side, palms faced up. And preferably nothing underneath your head, but if you really do feel like you need something, just a very thin folded up blanket or a thin pillow would work nicely there. And just tuck your chin in just a little bit so you have a lovely long neck. Allow your spine to have its natural curvature. And then give yourself permission to deeply relax and rest and allow this amazing energy from what we've done so far today to really settle into your body, into all of your different bodies, all your different koshas. So closing your eyes if that's comfortable for you. And as I said, give yourself permission to deeply relax. And move your awareness down your torso, down your legs, all the way down to your feet and your toes. Breathing in, squeeze the feet and the toes. Excuse me. And breathing out, release. Breathing in again, push the toes away from the body. Feel that lovely stretch in the shins. And breathing out, release. Breathing in again, push the heels away from the body and the toes up towards the head. Big stretch in the calf muscles. And breathing out, release. Move the awareness further up the legs, up to the knees. Breathing in, gently pushing those knees down in towards the floor. Breathing out, release. Move the awareness further up the legs, up to the buttocks. Breathing in, squeeze the buttocks. Feel like the hips are rising just a little bit up towards the sky. And breathing out, release. Move the awareness around to the lower part of your back. Breathing in, gently pushing the lower back down in towards the floor. Feel that gentle pressure between the lower back and the floor. And breathing out, release. Keep the awareness in your lower back. Breathing in again, gently pushing the lower back down in towards the floor. Feel that gentle pressure. And breathing out, release. Move your awareness around to the front of your torso. Breathing in, squeezing your abdominals, muscles down in towards the floor. Nice big squeeze. And breathing out, release. Move the awareness further up the torso, up to the chest. Breathing in, pushing the chest up towards the sky. At the same time, pushing the shoulder blades in towards each other underneath the body. Big stretch up. And breathing out, release. And then reversing that motion, breathing in, lifting the shoulders off the floor, pushing the chest down in towards the floor. Big stretch across the shoulder blades. And breathing out, release. Move the awareness across the shoulders and down your arms. all the way down to both hands. Breathing in, gently curling the fingers over to make a very soft fist with both hands. And breathing out, release. Breathing in again, make a much stronger fist with both hands and lifting both arms just a few centimeters off the floor. And breathing out, releasing those fists and splaying those fingers out as far from each other as possible. Turn the palm in towards the body, down towards the floor and even a little further around. Turn the palms back in towards the body and then up towards the sky and even a little bit beyond. Breathing out, releasing the arms and the hands back down to the floor, palms faced up. Move your awareness back up your arms and up to your shoulders. And up to your neck. Breathing in, squeezing the neck. Nice big squeeze. And breathing out. Release. Move the awareness up to the chin and the jaw, the mouth and the tongue. Without making any sounds, imagine you're saying the letters A, E, I, O, U. And opening the mouth really wide and doing a lovely big yawn. Pointing your tongue out, up towards the sky, across to the right, across to the left, around in a circle in one direction, and then around in the other direction. Place the tongue back in the mouth and engage the jaw. Allow the jaw to go around in one direction, and then around in the other direction. Then release the jaw and close the mouth. Make a frown and a smile at the same time. Push those eyebrows all the way down. Lift up the corners of the mouth as high as you can. Big breath in. And breathing out, releasing your frowny smile. And looking all over your face for all the muscles you can find. Breathing in, giving them a lovely big squeeze. Your forehead, your eyebrows, your eyes, your cheeks, your nose, your mouth, chin and jaw. Big breath in. And breathing out. Release. Move your awareness around to just behind your ears and all over your scalp. Imagining that you can squeeze this area. Breathing in, giving it a lovely big squeeze. Breathing out, release. Then make a request that you would like all the effects of fear to be cleansed and vacuumed from your body. You move your awareness to a beautiful celestial vacuum tube at the crown of your head. You request the speed you would like this tube to go at, slow, medium or fast. And you allow this vacuum tube to work its way into the crown of your head, cleansing and vacuuming away all the effects of fear from your eyes, right ear, the back of your head, your left ear, your sinus area, vacuuming down into your mouth, the left side of your jaw, the right side of your jaw. You can see all the darkness and blackness going up this vacuum tube and away to be recycled. Vacuuming down your throat, vacuuming into your right lung, down your right arm into your right hand and fingertips. Vacuuming back up your right arm into your right shoulder, across to your left shoulder. Vacuuming down your left arm, all the way down to your left hand and fingertips. Vacuuming back up your left arm into your left lung. And then vacuuming into your heart. And vacuuming into your stomach. Vacuuming into your pancreas, your spleen, your liver, your left kidney, your right kidney. Vacuuming down into your bowels, your lower pelvic organs, your left hip, your right hip. Vacuuming down your right leg through your right knee, all the way down to the right foot and toes. Vacuuming back up the right leg into the right buttocks, across to the left buttocks. Vacuuming down the left leg through the left knee, all the way down to the left foot and toes. And then requesting that all the space that's now being created, by cleansing and vacuuming away all the effects of fear from your body, be filled up with beautiful, bright, white, healing light. So the switch on the vacuum tube is reversed. And as you breathe in, this beautiful, bright, white, healing light enters your left toes, your left foot and ankle, your left lower leg, knee, upper leg and buttocks. And as you breathe out, this beautiful light settles into all of your left leg. The tube moves across to your right foot. As you breathe in, this beautiful light enters your right toes, your right foot, your right ankle, lower leg, knee, upper leg and buttocks. As you breathe out, this beautiful light settles into all of your right leg. The tube moves down to the base of your pelvis. As you breathe in, this beautiful light enters your pelvic area, your middle torso, your upper torso, chest, heart and lungs. And as you breathe out, this beautiful light settles into all of your torso. The tube moves across to your right hand. As you breathe in, this beautiful light enters your right fingertips, your right fingers, palm, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, and your right shoulder. And as you breathe out, this beautiful light settles into all of your right arm. The tube moves across to your left hand. As you breathe in, this beautiful light enters your left fingertips, your left fingers, palm, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, and your left shoulder. As you breathe out, this beautiful light settles to all of your left arm. The tube moves down to the base of your spine. And as you breathe in, this beautiful light enters the base of your spine, works its way up through every single disc and vertebrae, in your lumbar spine, your thoracic spine, up into your cervical spine, your neck, your head, and the crown of your head. As you breathe out, this beautiful light settles into your head, your neck, and your spine. Your whole body is now glistening and gleaming and sparkling with this beautiful, bright white, healing light. And you affirm to yourself, I am creative. I am balanced. I am here now in the present moment. I am moving forward with courage and confidence. I am safe. All is well. I am creative. I am emotionally and mentally balanced. I am very much in the present moment. I am moving forward with confidence and clarity. I am safe. All is well. I am creative. I am emotionally and mentally balanced. I am very much in the present moment. I am moving forward with confidence and courage. I am safe. All is well. Let's sit with that affirmation for a few moments. And move your awareness to a space just above the crown of your head. A ball of beautiful golden light is hovering there just above the floor. Take a deep breath in, and all of this beautiful golden light comes from the ball, works its way into the crown of your head. As you breathe out, you allow this beautiful golden light to shower down your head, your neck, your spine, across your shoulders, down your arms, into your hands and fingertips, showering down your torso, through your pelvis, showering down through your legs, through your knees, all the way down to the very tips of your toes. Every single cell in your body has been re-energized, revitalized, and rejuvenated by this beautiful golden light. And you start to notice what parts of your body are touching the floor. Your heels, your calves, your buttocks, your shoulders, the backs of your arms, and the back of your head. And you start to wriggle your fingers and wriggle your toes. You very gently bring your knees up to your chest and give them a lovely hug with your arms. And gently sway them from side to side. Around in a circle in one direction and around in the other direction. And very gently rolling over to your right side, resting your head on your right arm. Using this important moment to consolidate what we've done so far in this yoga class today. We did the beautiful sun sequence, which brings creativity, resourcefulness, spontaneity, enthusiasm, balance, and mental and emotional balance, clarity, focus, and allows you to come into the present moment. We did the tiger asana, which brings willpower, determination, and flexibility. Flexibility particularly through this full moon in Sagittarius that can be a little bit opinionated and dogmatic and judgmental. We also did the Cobra 7, which brings balance and clarity and focus, the capacity to move forward, self-confidence, a sense of well-being and courage. And of course our deep relaxation re-energizes, revitalizes and rejuvenates our entire body and entire mind in preparation for the rest of your day and for your week to come. Imagining yourself sitting in the upright position before you move. You're keeping the eyes closed, gently pushing yourself up into a sitting position. Then rubbing those palms together, create a lovely warmth between the palms. And place those nice warm palms over your closed eyes, allowing the eyes to open in that nice warm safe place. Then gently tapping the forehead, the temples, the chin and the jaw. Back up to the top of the head, the back of the head, the shoulders, the chest, side of your body, your thighs and knees and your buttocks. Shake out the side. Breathing in, reaching up. And breathing out, little shoulder roll. Lovely. Okay, I hope you enjoyed your deep relaxation. We're going to move straight into the pranayama now. We're going to do a couple of deep yogic breaths. Then we're going to do we're going to have a little go at the equal ratio breathing. If you've not been doing many of these classes with me before, or you're not very practiced in your pranayama, you may need to stick with the deep yogic breath, or just do the first steps in the equal ratio and not moving further through that. Also, if you have glaucoma, detached retina, heart disease, low or high blood pressure, or you have breathing difficulties, don't hold your breath in these movements as well. And the reason why we're doing the equal ratio breath is because you get a controlled and balanced mind, and you're able to concentrate. And this time, this energy at the moment, does require quite a bit of balance and concentration to make sure that you do thrust forward, but you don't do anything too impulsively or say anything too impulsively or with judgment. Or be too inflexible around things as well. So we'll start off with just a deep yogic. So breathing in, imagine that you're filling up your tummy, then your chest, then your upper chest. Pause just for a moment, and if you have those conditions, please let go a little bit earlier. Breathe out, empty the tummy, chest, and then upper chest. So breathing in, fill up the tummy, chest, upper chest, pause, and breathing out, empty the tummy, then the chest, upper chest. Breathing in, tummy, chest, then upper chest, pause, and breathe out, tummy, chest, upper chest. Now you can continue to do the deep yogic as we were doing just then, or if you like, we can start with the equal ratio breathing. We'll go into the gesture of inner security while we do the breathing. And it is basically the same. So you're doing the deep yogic breath, but you're breathing in for a certain number of counts and holding for a certain number of counts, then breathing out. The idea is to breathe in for a count of 4, hold for 4, breathe out for 4, hold for 4, and continue around like that. We obviously won't do that at the start. So I'll count you through it, and if at any point you start to feel dizzy, you don't feel comfortable, or if you have those things that I listed, don't hold your breath. And just do it at whatever pace works for you. Okay, so going into the mudra of inner security, and then breathing in, 2, 3, 4, hold for 2, out, 2, 3, 4, hold for 2, in, 2, 3, 4, hold for 2, out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, in. This time we'll hold for a little bit longer, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3. In. If it's starting to become too much, please do just go back to your deep yogic. 4, hold, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, in. We'll have a go at holding for 4 this time. 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, and just release that. So if you were unable to get up to the hold for 4, you can continue to practice. So start with the holding for 2 and do that for a fair while, and hold for 3 and see how you go over the next week or so. It definitely will bring you a lot more of a controlled and balanced mind, the ability to really be in the present moment and make some good judgments before you speak and before you do, but still pushing forwards, still surging forwards with this incredible full moon in Sagittarius. So the meditation I've chosen today that will again help us to be very much in the present moment is the Be Here Now meditation. And what I would suggest you do is get an object. I've just found a leaf that's fallen off the little plant back there. It can be anything. It can be a crystal. It can be a rock. It can be a leaf. It could be just a bit of fluff that you found sitting around. It's preferably a small object that you can place on the palm of your hand. So you might need to pause the video just to go and fetch yourself something if there's nothing sitting nearby that you can grab. Preferably something from nature would be wonderful. If you can't find that, then whatever happens to be sitting around that's a small object is fine. Okay, so first we'll prepare the body for the meditation, and then we'll go into the actual Be Here Now meditation, focusing on your little object in your hand. So just placing the object in the palm of your hand, and the palms faced up, and just checking that you're sitting nice and comfy here. It'll go for around about 10 minutes. So closing your eyes if that's comfortable for you at the beginning, and breathing in, move the awareness to the toes, the feet, the ankles, the lower legs, knees, upper legs and buttocks. And as you breathe out, allow the lower half of your body to rest and settle down into the floor, into the earth below. Breathing in again, move your awareness to your pelvis, your middle torso, your upper torso, chest, heart and lungs. As you breathe out, allow your whole torso to rest and settle in the sitting position. Breathing in again, move your awareness to your hands, your wrists, elbows, upper arms, your shoulders. As you breathe out, allow your arms and shoulders and hands to rest and settle as you hold your object. Breathing in again, move your awareness to your spine, your neck, your head and the crown of your head. As you breathe out, allow your head, your neck and your spine to rest and settle in the sitting position. And keeping your eyes closed, move your awareness to the object in your hand. See if you can feel the weight of the object in your hand. Does it feel heavy? Does it feel light? And see if you can sense more about the object. Does it feel cold? Warm? Does it feel soft sitting in your hand? Or hard? Was it something that was once alive? Or something that's come from the earth? And then lift your other hand up, the hand that was underneath the hand that's holding the object. And then gently stroke the object, keeping your eyes closed, so only using your sense of touch at this time. Does it feel smooth or rough? Does it feel soft and gentle or hard? Is it symmetrical? What kind of a journey do you think it's been on since it was formed? And then gently opening your eyes and looking at your object. Does it have patterns on it? What colour is it? Does it have many colours? Does it have different sides? Does it look pretty or interesting? And just allow yourself to really soften your eyes, like your eyes are almost closed, and you're still glancing at your object. See if you can put all of your focus and awareness into seeing and feeling and sensing that object. If the mind starts to wander, allow your fingers to stroke the object again. Continue to analyze it, the colours, the shapes, the feel. Allow yourself to continue to stare for a few moments. Keep the focus and awareness on your object. And affirm to yourself as you continue to look at your object, I welcome this time with myself. I am rejuvenated in solitude. I welcome this time with myself. I am rejuvenated in solitude. I welcome this time with myself. I am rejuvenated in solitude. And closing your eyes again, breathing in, move your awareness to your crown, your head, your neck, your shoulders, arms, hands and fingertips, your upper torso, middle torso and pelvis. And as you breathe out, allow your whole upper body to come very much into this room, into this present moment. Breathe in again, move your awareness to your buttocks, your upper legs, knees, lower legs, ankles, feet and toes. As you breathe out, allow the whole body to come back into this room, into this present moment in time. Have a sense of where your body is in the room. And then gently opening your eyes. Excuse me, opening your eyes, placing your object on the floor. Rubbing your hands together. Just do a little bit more of a tap, just to wake yourself up. A bit of a shake. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little meditation. And you could do this at any time of the day, anywhere. If you're getting out of your car and you see a nice bush or a flower or something, or a rock, or if you see a water feature or something like that, anything that catches your eye. If you're able to stop, even just for 5 minutes, and just stare and just observe and really absorb everything about that object or that view, and that makes you present. That means that you are in this present moment, experiencing the here, the now, rather than being anxious about the future or being depressed about the past. So it brings you very much into now, which is what we really need to have happening at the moment as we surge through this incredibly powerful, creative, spontaneous energy of this full moon in Sagittarius. So I hope you do enjoy your full moon and enjoy having a go at this class a few times, and your beautiful sun sequence and your tiger and your cobra. And I look forward to seeing you in a fortnight for our new moon. Namaste.